Hello friends, welcome to our channel Lakshmi's Information Technology. Today we are discussing about events in Android, controls and their events, controls and their attributes, and commonly used controls we are discussing on this session. What is the events? Events are the messages or notifications which is generated by controls such as a buttons, checkbox, radio buttons, text views, spinners, etc. System respond to those messages or notifications by existing some code. Okay, the following are three concepts related to the Android event management: event listener, event handler, event listener registration. Okay, here is three Android events. Event listener contains as a single callback method. It is an interface in the view class. View class is nothing but view space create some object. Okay, that is the view class. And event handler is the method that handles the event. The event handler calls the event handlers. Event listener registration is a process where an event handler gets registered with an event listener. Event handler is called when the event listener fires the event. Event handlers and event listeners. Onclick. The name itself has a Onclick. When you click on any widgets like buttons, images, text, etc. If you click on those controls, then Onclick listener it will fires. Okay. On long click, the name itself has a long press or touches any widget like buttons, text, images, etc. for 1 or more seconds. It will fire the event listener on long click listener. On focus changed. The name itself has a on focus changed means when the widget loses its focus. That means the user goes away from the viewpoint. Event listener on focus change listener will be fires. On key. On key. On focus change listener event will be fires. Means the user focused on the item and pressed or released a key on the device. On touch means when the user presses or releases the key. Here on touch listener event will fires. Next on menu item click. The name itself has a menu item click. I will show you in my later videos. Menus, drawer menus and their events will show you in my next videos. Here when the user selects a menu item, it will fires on menu item click listener will fire. And last one is on create context menu means when the context menu is being built. On create context menu item listener will fires. Okay, I will show you examples on these listeners and controls and their attributes. Okay, the first control is text view. Text view is nothing but plain text. Okay, here I was taking for a text view. This is our page we are already designed it last time, so we are giving for here only. I was taking text view. Here I'm taking one forgot password text view. Here giving for a width as web content, height web content. Web content is nothing but as for size it will take. Gravity right means text will align at right side. Means simply say that in HTML text will align at right side. Okay. ID. ID is important. If you write any on-click listener, you have to write some ID. Here forgot password, so forgot. Margin top. Five dp. Text color. Those are predefined colors is there in color. So here I was giving for a dark, primary dark. Padding top. Five dp. And text. Text. Forgot password. If you need any attributes like text size, 16 dp. If you need any attributes, this control, just click on here attributes. You can change it here directly, or you can write from this designing part. Okay, this is our text box, means text view. Here is our ID. Forgot. We are already discussed about how to create objects of a control. So just go to JS part, Java file, CS file. Here just text view. Create some object. I'm using in fragment, so simply I was calling for here r dot id dot This is our ID. Now we have to write for an event listener. So id dot set on click listener. New is the keyword. Capital view dot on click listener. Then automatically event handler will create on click listener. Here I am using for on click listener. So event handler on click is coming. If I was using on long click listener, then on long click event handler will appear here, and on focus change listener is using on focus change event handler is coming from here, simply remaining. So here setters and getters, set method and get method. Get method returns the value of the variable name, and set method takes a parameters. So here when I click on forgot text view, okay, simply I was giving only toaster message for id of a text. Okay, so toaster plus enter, get activity. If you are using in activity, get application context you are giving, or else this class dot this. Here I'm giving using activity fragment, so I'm giving for the get activity. Here our id dot text get text. This is our id dot get text dot toString. Okay, now our code part is ready, so we have to run and see what's the output. Install successfully, finish. So click on emulator. This is our output. This is the text view. When I click on this, we will get toaster message, means forgot password. Here id is forgot dot get text. Get text is nothing but get the text. Okay, now next control is text text view. Sorry, text view is completed. Now our second control is edit text. Edit text is simply nothing but text box. Okay. Take one more control. ID is edit text. I'm giving just edit text. Okay. Here wrap content. No need to give. Edit text. What are the attributes are using for an edit text? Edit text. Here also we can give text size, text color, text styles, text alignment, theme, tag. Different attributes is there. You can use whatever you need. And we can give input types. Means input types. I will tell you. Input type here: text, numbers, text multi-line, none, text email address, date time, number decimal, number password, number signed, phone. Those are all input types. Means whatever you need, you just keep it here. Like if it is a plain text, you can use text, um, or number, multiple lines, and email address, date. I will show you one by one. Text text is nothing but plain text. Number, multi-line, here I was only taking 3 text boxes. So we'll see what's the output of this 3 controls. Simply run this application, Gradle will build, and the output is application is installed successfully. And first one is text. You can enter any text numbers, anything you can enter on this text. Second one is only numbers you can enter. You can't enter text fields. Okay, here is the multi-line is nothing but multiple lines is coming. It's like a text area. Here it's not. Okay, here you can give only few of the digits, like small ABCD, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, Y, Z. Only small letters I'm giving. Only those letters it will take. Remaining is not take that words. Now simply save this and run this application. Capitals is not allowed. If you need this, you can add to your application, and once how to give border of a text box we'll see once it was installed. This is all text. Previously I was show you all that text numbers and everything it will be take, but now only few words it will take. A B C D means whatever we are giving that will take. Numbers is not don't take, means it not take, and numbers capitals is not allowed. Okay, how to set a border to a text box control, edit text, we'll see. Simply IS folder, drawable, right click, add XML file, drawable resource file, and name it as a border border.xml. Click on OK. Now you have to write like a XML version 1.0 encoded UTF of 8, and now say shape not as selected. Android here write Android shape equal to it's a line or whatever you need you can give. I'm giving only rectangle, so simply select and click on tab. Now write some padding, Android bottom padding is 0 dp, Android top 0 dp, padding is completed. Now stroke width equal to 1 pixel, color is write some color code what you need. Okay. I'm just giving 6 zeros, it's a black. Close this, save this one, and simply go to our application. This is our design. Edit text, here background you can give color also. Background that is in drawable folder, so at the rate call it as a drawable. This is our border XML. So simply click on this and tab. Now our application. See this, this is the border. Simply copy this one, copy and paste it from remaining also. It will apply all three text boxes. Now simply run this application. See the output. This is a text box having border. So here you can give padding from each control. Simply give padding, padding, padding 5 dp. You can give padding top, padding bottom, left, right. You can give. Simply you can also use padding okay, attribute. Now I run this one. Okay. Now text box. What are the events we are using? I will show you. Here text box ID is edit text. Simply select this one. This is our class file. Text. Sorry, this is the edit text. So edit text is some edit text. Declare here edit text equal to view dot find control. Sorry, find view by ID. I r dot id dot id and with semicolon. Save and edit text. Here edit text id dot add text change listener. Okay, new is the keyword and text watcher. Here it will get three methods. One is before text change, one is on text change, and another one is after text change. On text change. Here I wrote some logic like if one text box present text box change event, if it is empty, not assign further value to the other text box. If it is not empty, then assign value to the text box. This is our logic. I simply write here. Okay, if our present text view edit text is edit text dot get text dot toString dot is empty. If in case is empty, simply if it is not empty, Simply write shift plus 1 not equal to simple. Then edit text 2. This is our second text view. Dot set text. Assigning some value. This is the string. So you can simply double quote it and you can write some more value. You can write some value and with semicolon. If it is empty, then edit text to 1 dot set text equal double quotes empty. Okay, simple logic. Now I run this application. If it is not empty, click on tab. This is also empty. Here, if you write any text, it will get 45. That is the value. If it is clear, this one, then automatically second text will also clear. Okay. Coming to our next control is spinner. Spinner is nothing but text box. Sorry, spinner is nothing but a drop down. In Android, we are using spinners. Here you can give some space, line spacing or something. You can give layout margin top. Here I'm giving for 20 dp. Now our next control is spinner. So here I'm giving for a spinner. Spinner values you need to set from strings. String.xml. Click on this. Here add some arrays. String array name equal to relationship array. Okay. Here items. Mother. Father. End with other. Okay. This is our array list. Now we are writing spinner. Match parent. Wrap content. And entries at the rate 3 at the rate array relationship array. Okay. Now if you need any attributes, simply add here. You can add text color, IME options, and one dp. Close this, and this is our spinner. Now we have to run this. Now this is our output: mother, father, and other. If mother is selected one process and father is selected for another process, other is selected for another process. So whatever you are selected, based on that you have to write some logic. Okay. Here we are using for a on select item change listener we are using. Okay. Give some ID. Give some ID here. ID spinner. Spinner. Now ID dot ID is spinner dot set on item selected listener. New keyword adapter dot on with listener. Here two methods is coming. One is on item selected, another one is on nothing selected. Means when you select one item, it will get the value. If you are not selected anything, you can write here also some logic. Now we have to write logic from here. Once spinner dot selected item is equal to other, means whatever you are selecting, it will display in the toast message. Okay. Here spinner selected item. So whatever spinner selected item you are selecting, means user selected item, simply displaying in a toast message. So toast. As per your request, you can write your logic on events. Okay. Toaster toast dot make text of this is in a fragment. So get activity, spinner. How to get a spinner value? ID dot ID is spinner dot get selected item dot text. If you need position, get selected position. We need ID. Simply get select item dot ID. Okay, I'm here. I'm getting get select item value dot to string toast dot dot length long dot simply so. Okay, it was completed. If you need to write any logic, or else if in case if you need to write logic here, selected item dot means spinner dot get selected item dot text means get selected item dot to string is equals to mother. If in case you have to write different logics, mother, in case of mother you have to write means I will show you if get select item dot select item dot to string dot equals to um, equal other. If in case if it is other, then text box 2 dot edit text 2 1 dot get text means dot set visibility gone. If it is other, it will be visible. Remaining, it will be visible gone. Okay. As for inner selected item change listener, whatever you are selected, then automatically it will be affected. Okay. This is our code part is completed. Now we have to run this. Simply run. This is the output if I selected mother, father, and if I click on other, second text box will be appear. If I was selecting here mother and that was hidden and the toaster message is mother. Coming to our next controller is radio buttons and radio group. Radio button Once database part is completed, then I will show you how to bind a data from a database to a spinner. Okay. Next control is radio button. One radio button is yes and another one is for no. Here are two radio buttons. See the design, and we have to write the logic. So yes, comma no. U dot find I R dot ID dot S semicolon and then no equal to view dot find view by ID R dot ID dot no. Okay. If one is selected, another one is unchecked. Second one is checked. First one is need to set unchecked. Okay. First of all, we have to write a logic. Name here yes ID dot set on checked change listener. Okay. New keyword, new radio button dot radio button dot on checked change listener. Simply click on or press enter. Implement a method. Click on OK. Now our method is on checked change. On checked change. Here if I select yes radio button, then automatically no radio button will be unchecked. If I check no radio button, then yes radio button will be unchecked. Here is our logic. So I'm writing simply yes dot is checked means if it is checked. If it is not checked, you just click on here as write some shift plus 1. Click on this and if it is not checked, if I checked then no dot check check checked false means this is false is nothing but unchecked. Simply copy this, copy and paste it here. No. Okay, our logic is ready. Now just simply run this application. Yes. Yes, this is our output. One is radio button yes and another one is no. If I click on yes, if I click on no, it automatically unchecked the yes. If I click on yes, automatically uncheck the no. This is the radio button checked event, and our next control is radio group. Okay. App content. Orientation is horizontal. Give some ID. Radio group. Radio group. RG. Here write some radio buttons. Web content. App content. Text equal to yes. You can give text size whatever you need the attributes. You can write it here. I'm not writing anything here. Simply close and copy this radio button. Paste it here and simply write it as a no. The radio buttons and radio group are same, but the functionality is if you write any radio button, one is checked, another one is unchecked. You have to write some logic. In radio group, you don't need to write that logic if one is checked, another one is not checked. Just simply one is checked. Group it is nothing but itself. You can check one one button, one radio button, another one automatically unchecked. Okay, here event is radio group. On checked changed listener, we have to write here. Simply write radio group, radio group RP, sorry, RG, RG is equals to view dot new find view by ID r dot ID dot RG and with semicolon. Here RG dot set on checked change listener, on checked change listener. New is the keyword radio group dot on click listener. This is getting one method, that is on checked changed. Here just write radio group RP equal to radio button RP equal to new radio button. Find view by ID r dot ID dot checked ID. Here enter here password and with semicolon. If if null not equal to RP. If you are not selected anything, just not equal to null, RP value not equal to null, then you can write logic also. If RP dot get text dot toString dot equals to double quotes, yes. If in case it is yes, you have to write one logic, else if it is no, write another logic. Okay. You don't need to, if you need, you can mention it here, or else you can just simply comment it control plus slash here toaster. Toaster. Now code part is completed. Just simply run this application. See this, uh, see this one. If you check one, other one is unchecked. Here I'm not write any logic. Okay. Um, Here if I select no, no toast is coming. If I select yes, yes toast is coming. Coming to our next controller is checkbox. Simply write checkbox. Here we are using checkedchanged listener. Set on okay wrap content and text is checked checkbox. Okay, give some ID as ID chk. Go to code part. Simply write checkbox chk. Right here chk is equals to view dot find view by id r dot id dot chk, okay, and with semicolon. Here declaration part is completed, so simply write the listener. Onclick listener, new keyword, view class dot onclick listener. Implement a method, click on OK. Onclick listener is coming. Now here you have to write if chk dot is checked, then you have to set phk dot set text is checked. Okay, and with or else okay, phk dot set text is unchecked. Simply save and run this application. Here I'm not giving any text. Okay, run this application. See the output. This is the checkbox. If I checked text is coming. If I unchecked. Okay. Our next controller is button and image button. Already we are discussing about button on click listener. This is our button. ID is btn login. Okay. btn login. Here button is t1. t1 equal to btn login. t1 dot set on click listener. Main activity dot add a fragment. Home fragment I'm adding. Okay, simply run this. Is already running. So click on this login. This is our home fragment is coming. Go to main activity. This is our main activity. Now our next controller is image view. Image view. If we have any images, just copy and paste in a drawable folder. Paste it on drawable folder. Here I'm taking one asset, new vector asset. Here I'm giving from next to key next page. So this is my I need this image. So here I need a color. Color is white. Green. Choose. Okay. No. Simply give white color. Here. Okay, white. Here I'm giving for a white color. Click on next. Click on finish. Okay. This is our image view, vector asset image. Okay. Go to design. Simply write image view. Image view or image button. You can whatever you need. You just put it here. I'm giving image view as a wrap content. Height wrap content and width is 150 GB. Simply giving here as a background. You can background color. background, color, color primary. Okay. Next, image src. I already told you that image, if you have any jpg or png images, you directly copy and paste it in a drawable folder. You can give image src, simply src equal to @drawable. You can give your image name, like if it is an image, you can uh, name it as a image. Already I was added as a vector asset, so I'm calling this ic baseline skip. Next, this is the name of the vector asset. Simply click on this. Now here background is color primary and image is next symbol. Okay. Now this is completed. Right, give some id. The id as image view, so iv. I'm giving this one. Simply iv, copy, image view, iv. If you get any error of this control, simply click on Alt plus Enter. Okay, iv equal to view dot find control by view dot find view by id r dot id dot iv. Okay, completed. Now set Onclick listener of iv. Name simply iv dot set Onclick listener. Set Onclick listener new u dot Onclick listener, and this is our method Onclick view. Here we have to write some logic. Whatever we are writing on a button click event, simply I copy paste it. Means main activity add fragment. Okay, now our code part is completed. Just simply run this one. Application is installed successfully. This is our button. If I click on this, whatever click on login button is getting, same as if I click on this, same is getting. Thank you friends, thank you for watching. If you like my video, please like and share and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.